Alright, right now the time is 9:53 at night, so we are reading the Google Cloud Platform blog today. Let me just bookmark it. So the Pokemon Go team brought Pokemon Go back bring it to life on Google Cloud. So this post is by Luke Stone, the Director of Consumer Reliability Engineering. Throughout my career, or his career as an engineer, he have had a hand in numerous product launches that grew to millions of users. User adoption typically happens gradually over several months, with new features and architectural changes scheduled over relatively long periods of time. Never have I taken part in anything close to the growth that Google Cloud Consumer Niantic experienced with the launch of Pokemon Go. As a teaser, I'll start with a picture worth 1,000 words. Yep, so the orange one is its targeted launch, and worst case scenario is the red one, and as you can see, the actual traffic broke through the worst case scenario before they actually expected it. So our peers in the technical community have asked about the infrastructure that helped bring Pokemon Go to life for millions of players. Niantic and the Google Cloud team put together this post to highlight some of the key components powering one of the most popular mobile games to date. A shared fate. At our Horizon event today, we'll be introducing Google Consumer Reliability Engineering, in short CRE, a new engagement model in which technical staff from Google integrates with consumer teams, creating a shared responsibility for reliable and success of critical cloud applications. Google CRE first customer was Niantic. I thought they were the same company anyway. Okay, since Niantic, the boss, was working on Google Map initially. Okay, so, and its first assignment, the launch of Pokemon Go. Okay, I just don't like the words, but I'm just going to pronounce it out because it has been quite some time since I spoken anything, okay, as an oral. So a true test, if there ever was one, within 15 minutes of launching in Australia and New Zealand, player traffic surged well past Niantic expectations. This was the first indication to Niantic product and engineering teams that they had something truly special on their hands. Niantic phoned in to Google CRE for reinforcements in anticipation of the US launch planned the next day. Niantic and Google Cloud, spanning CRE, SRE, development, product support, and executive teams brace for a flood of new Pokemon trainers, as Pokemon Go would go on to shatter all prior estimations of player traffic, creating a Pokemon game world. Pokemon Go is a mobile application that uses many services across Google Cloud, but the Google Cloud Data Store became a direct proxy for the game's overall popularity, given its role as the game's primary database for capturing the Pokemon game world. The graph opening this blog post tells the story. The teams targeted 10 plus, or rather 1 times player traffic, with a worst case estimation of roughly 5 times the target. Pokemon Go popularity quickly surged player traffic to 50 times the initial target, 10 times the worst case estimate. In response, Google CRE seamlessly provisioned extra capacity on the behalf of Niantic to stay well ahead of their record-setting growth. Not everything was smooth sailing at the launch. When issues emerged around the game's stability, Niantic and Google engineers braved each problem in sequence, working quickly to create and deploy solutions. Google CRE worked hand in hand with Niantic to review every part of their architecture, tapping the expertise of core Google Cloud engineers and product managers, all against the backdrop of millions of new players pouring to the game. Pokemon powered by containers. Beyond being a global phenomenon, Pokemon Go is one of the most exciting examples of container-based development in the world. The application logic for the game runs on Google Container Engine, powered by the open source Kubernetes project. Niantic chose Google Container Engine for its ability to orchestrate their container clusters at a planetary scale, freeing its team to focus on deploying live changes for their players. In this way, Niantic used Google Cloud to turn Pokemon Go into a service for millions of players, continuously adapting and improving. One of the more daring technical feats accomplished by Niantic and the Google CRE team was to upgrade to a newer version of GKE that would allow for more than 1,000 additional nodes to be added to its container cluster in preparation of the highly anticipated launch in Japan, akin to swapping out the plain engines in flight. Careful measures were taken to avoid disrupting existing players, cutting over the new version while millions of players signed up and joined the Pokemon game world. On top of this upgrade, Niantic and Google engineers worked in concert to replace the network load balancer, deploying the newer and more sophisticated HTTPS load balancer in place. The HTTPS load balancer is a global system tailored for the HTTPS traffic, offering far more control, faster connections to users, and the higher throughput overall, and a better fit for the amount of types of traffic Pokemon Go was seeing. The lessons learned from the US launch: generous capacity provisions, and the architectural swap to the latest version of Container Engine, along with the upgrade to HTTPS load balancer, paid off when the game launched without an incident in Japan, where the numbers of new users signing up to play tripled the US launch in 2 weeks earlier. So here are some of the pics over in Google. So the other fun facts are the Pokemon Go game world was brought to life using over a dozen services across Google Cloud. Pokemon Go is the largest Kubernetes deployment on Google Container Engine ever. Due to the scale of the cluster and accompanying throughput, the multitude of bugs were identified, fixed, and merged into the open source project. What open source project was that? Okay, to support the Pokemon Go's massive player base, Google provisioned many tens of thousands of calls for Niantic Containers Engine cluster. Google Global Network helped to reduce the overall latency for Pokemon trainers, inhibiting the game shared world. Game traffic travels through Google's private fiber network through most of its transit, delivering reliable, low latencies experience for players worldwide, even under the sea. Okay, so Niantic Pokemon Go was an all hands on deck launch that required quick and highly informed decisions across more than a half of dozen teams. The sheer scale and ambition of the game required Niantic to tap architectural and operational best practice directly from the engineering teams who designed the underlying products. On behalf of the Google CRE team, I can say that it was a rare pleasure to be a part of such a memorable product launch that create joy from so many people around the world. Okay, so this is open source, so I'll be posting this post so you guys can read if you're interested. Just in case you're wondering how to set up a website, you can actually visit Google Cloud Platform with a Google account. Yeah, so that's it.